Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a really quick impromptu type of a video. I just went out shopping. All of the plant stores or the big box stores have their plant doors open. That draws me in, it really does. And so I just wanted to show you the small haul that I have. I was able to find, and the one that I'm going to show you first are the pots because the price is amazing. So I have to show you the pots first. And this is from Lowe's, Route 80 Lowe's. So I purchased these right here. The small ones like this, they were $1. This one right here, they call the small one as well because the small pots are $1. These are ceramic. And so this is what I have. I have this one that was $1. And I have this size that was $1. And then the largest size that I found was this beauty for $3. And then they have really big, like huge barrel style pots for $5. So if you are looking for pots, and these are outside friendly, there is a sticker on them that says that it's frost resistant. I have one that matches this that's on my front porch. And it hasn't changed at all since it's been out there. And it's been out there for the past 2 seasons. So this one was originally on clearance from $22 to $9.99 down to $3. Or I think this one was $3 anyway. They weren't sure about this. So this size may have been something different because they weren't really sure about it, but they didn't want to overcharge me. So it may be the $5 pot. But there were larger pots that were marked for $60, $65 that were $5. And they had some that were all blue and things like that. Now this one right here, there were no tags on this one. So they really just, it was a hard time, but I guess this is just last year's stock. I really like these. I don't use these as a pot that I would put soil in and plant directly into them, because I don't like this little lip. I like this for a catch basin where it doesn't hold on to all of the water, like it'll spill out if it needs to. But I don't like to plant directly into this, but there is a little drainage hole in it. But you know how these are, where it just fills up this bottom thing, and these can be a little bit dangerous for your plants. And so you have to be careful watering in these. But if you use it as a catch pot, then it's different because you don't overwater, because you know it's going to sit on the bottom. So that is what I was most excited about. I actually got a total of 6 of the smaller ones and 3 of the larger ones. That's what they had. I want these for the side of my greenhouse that I'm planning on putting some potted plants in. And so I'm really excited about this. Next, I'll go to plants. And I've been on such a begonia kick. So I repurchased my begonia escargot. I have one that is regrowing now, but during the winter months, I knocked it over somehow in my greenhouse and it fell on the floor, and the heat wasn't getting to that part of the greenhouse, and so it definitely died back. It is starting to show buds right now, but I really wanted to start the spring off with one of these, and this one was $5, so I ended up getting it. And so I'm really happy that I found one, a nice healthy one actually, and it's looking really good, very full. And again, this is Costa Farms from Lowe's. And then the next plant I have actually came from Shakespeare's Garden. I purchased this in Shakespeare's Garden. This is the ferox one. And I don't know what that, I have another little note under there, but I don't know what it means. Anyway, this is a ferox one. I did cut and propagate a couple of leaves because I want to ensure that I have this plant. And so I cut a couple of leaves to make sure that I didn't, have a problem and kill it off, because I have purchased this plant before and I killed it. So yes, now I have my ferox back. I don't know if it was a ferox. It may have been another name that it was going by. But there are quite a few different plants that look like that. The next 2 are both from Bark and Vine. And this one is the begonia Miss Mummy. And I have wanted this. I believe when I saw this, it was on Chula's channel. If I'm not mistaken, it was Chula who shared this the first time that I saw it, and I just loved it so much. It is so pink. Look at that. It is such a beautiful pink plant, and it has a beautiful silvery margin around the edges. And I also purchased the begonia maculata pink spots. I stopped at this, just an out of the way spot when I was driving. I just saw a little plant stand and they had this right here, and I was so excited. But this one right here, I kind of thought that maybe this was just another version of the Miss Mummy, but they're very, very different. Let me show you the comparison. The comparison, you can see that this one does not have a silver margin, but they do have the basic same appearance. They're both cane begonia. Did I need both of them? Yes. Okay. And then this is another one from Bark and Vine, and this is a peperomia elongata. This is so beautiful. Oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful plant. And they only had one in the store. I was so happy I was able to find it. And this one right here is the only one that doesn't have the diatomaceous earth on it, so I'm like watching it. I spray all of my plants with diatomaceous earth as soon as they come home. But isn't she beautiful? She's a beautiful, beautiful plant. I love that. I'm looking forward to seeing this grow. And then the last one is one that I've already shared with you when I went on my trip to Logie's. I purchased this begonia luxurians, and wow, this plant has 4 new leaves coming in right now, so it looks a lot more full. I'm really happy about her. This is another cane begonia, and these are all living on a shelf in my bedroom. I've shared that shelf with you before, and I have it screened off with a clear shower curtain to make the shelves kind of retain the moisture a little bit better. And I'm liking the way that's turning out because I do have them sitting on a bed of rocks with water, and it's working out because these are staying nice and strong. This one dried out a little bit, but I think it was before I put it on the bed of rocks that it dried out. So they're all doing well. And again, just to let you know, these pots right here came from the Lowe's on Route 80. I actually went over to the Walmart on Route 80 to see if they still had the Campii philodendron, because there were so many when I went, and there were still 2 there, but all of the plants have suffered. It's not a nursery, it's Walmart, and so the people are not, they don't spend their day in that room, other than I think they were assembling bikes in that room, so you can't expect them to keep them perfect. And I think I mentioned it in the comments the last time, just the fact that the plants in Walmart are obviously priced so that they just fly out the door. But when they don't fly out, they kind of suffer a little bit. But I do appreciate the great price that we get at Walmart, because their prices are very, very good. But that is it. That is my haul for today. And I just wanted to share this with you very quickly because these pots will never stay very long. Again, Lowe's Route 80. There is a stack of pots in the garden center that is now open. And there is a stack of pots near the registers on the inside. On the inside is where they have the large ceramic pots. They even have some to make huge pots for your succulents. If you want to make a succulent garden, they have huge pots. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I got one of those, because the space that I'm going to have all of these pots right here is full sun all day, south facing. It would be perfect for my succulents. The only thing is, I don't know that it had great, did it have drainage? There was something about the really big pots that I said I wouldn't get. But anyway, maybe one of you guys will get it and it'll be a nice thing, because I did buy all that looked like this one. But then they had all blue, all green. They had a couple red ones. Then they had plastic pots as well. And they were huge, like tub huge. So you will not be disappointed. $1, $3, and $5. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I do hope you are enjoying your springtime. Happy spring. I will talk to you again very shortly. Bye, guys.